Hey guys, what's up? This is Pantsar Dragon, and today we'll be doing the top 5 best AD carries for solo queue. Now we didn't do one for 5.2 because I felt like it wasn't needed, but hey, now my opinions have changed, and of course, I have been playing a lot more solo queue recently, so I've been doing some research on what people are picking a lot and what people are banning. So my opinions on things always do change, and so with all that being said, let's get started.
Go select.
Alright, so at number 5 is going to be Draven. Alright, so why is Draven here in the top 5 and never been here before? Well, honestly, before I haven't seen him that much, but when I do nowadays, I do see him doing fairly good, and he has extremely high snowball potential since he does have those adoration stacks. So if he does get a kill in lane or the jungler comes and ganks for his lane, the enemy is probably going to have a hard time. And even though Bloodthirster did get nerfed like in season 4, the new Bloodthirster is still pretty good on him as it does give him extra survivability. In teamfights he does output a lot of damage when he does have those spinning axes, and he can outplay most gap closers with his E. The only con about Draven is that he has an extremely high skill cap since you have to constantly catch the axes and move yourself into a position where you can, making him a very micro intensive champion. Basically what I'm trying to say is, if you are really good at Draven, you should probably spam him and play him. Next at number 4 we do have Graves. So the thing about Graves is that his burst is incredibly insane with his Q and R, and so he does contribute to that wombo combo factor. He's also naturally tanky with his passive, and he does have a good attack speed steroid with his E, which also is a dash. Since Graves does have really good burst with his Q and R, he makes a really good mid-game and early game champion, especially if you build him Ghostblade and be that AD caster Graves. The only flaw that Graves has is he does kind of fall off late game since he is short ranged. Other than that, if he does get ahead into the late game before the enemy AD carry, he'll be pretty tanky since he does have the Bloodthirster for life stealing, and of course his passive. Next at number 3 we do have Jinx. So the reason Jinx is here is because of her incredible mid-game to late game scaling. The way she has 700 range at level 9, and the AD scaling on her W is incredibly strong along with the base damage coming from it. But basically, having 700 range in mid-game and late-game teamfights makes her a long-range AD carry and also gives her splash damage, plus making her auto attacks do 10% more increased damage. Her W is also a really good poke, so if you are sieging the enemy and need to poke him down, you'll do quite a bit of damage and also at a relatively safe distance. And of course, one of the best things in her kit is her finisher, which is her ultimate. It's global and it does a ton of damage when the enemies are low. And of course, the ability to clean up fights with her passive, or if she's in a sticky situation to get out of danger. As of now, I'm pretty sure she's probably the best late game AD carry because of her range and the damage that she can output. Next up at number 2 is Kalista. So what makes her so strong right now? It's basically going to be her mid game. Once she gets her rune-ons, she can start stacking that Ren passive onto enemies, and if enemies can't kill her in one go, she's just gonna hop around them and the enemy can't really do much if they already use their gap closers and they don't have any hard CC, and so she's probably gonna be auto attacking most of the time. And if the team fight does drag out for a long time and she builds up those stacks on the people, she can execute people really easily. She also has a moving ward until the enemy kills it, so it does provide pretty good utility for just vision control. And her ultimate is pretty useful for saving the support or of course initiating team fights. She does kind of fall off late game since she does have short range, and it's kind of harder to go around team fights because one misstep and you could be dead, as damage output from mages and other AD carries is extremely high at that point. Other than that, she is really good for snowballing and the mid game. And still at number 1 is going to be Sivir. Even though they fixed the spell shield bug where if you pop the spell shield, you wouldn't take any damage from any sources, that is not the reason why she was so strong. The reason is because the utility coming from her ultimate gives her team really good initiation or kitiness, which means she has utility, so she's good even if she's behind, and she can wave clear pretty good with her W and Q. But I think one thing for sure is that people think she's a bad late game AD carry because of her range, while kinda having a spell shield every 10 seconds in the late game at level 18 is actually pretty strong since you're nullifying a probably 400 damage spell at that point, and so her survivability is really strong, and also her passive does scale as she does gain levels too. So what she brings is a lot of utility to the team and being a really good mid game to late game AD carry. Hey guys, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to check out some other tutors right up there. There's going to be junglers for you guys, mid laners for you guys, and top laners. There won't be a support because, well, support hasn't changed that much, and well, yeah, it's just, I feel it's relatively the same champions as the last tier list that I put out for patch 5.2. And if you guys did enjoy my insight and content and whatever else, be sure to subscribe right up there. On the left of me. So yeah, subscribe right there, it's free. And I am Panther Dragon. I thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.